I mean, so often we say we are what we eat, but really we are what we absorb. So you could be
Correct.
eating a lot of protein, but maybe you're not absorbing enough and actually using it. So we need to come up with a solution for absorption to be better. So maybe that means eating, like if you're having a digestive, like you're not breaking out protein that well, like a protein shake can be a really great option to get you the protein you need and work on your digestion at the same time. So your ability to break down protein becomes better. And most of that is because we have low stomach acid and we just can't break down our food in our stomach because we're eating like this. I gotta go.
Was
Like
something
I grabbed
chasing
on my
something
cup.
there? Were they like or were you going there? That was
I'm
you?
going. I'm going away. But like we're always
Okay.
eating on the run and like so we're not actually digesting our food as good as we should. So like
Right.
actually sitting down and like breathing and eating.
I am so guilty. Like it's like you're calling me out right now,
I know,
coach. Like
like
you're
that
calling
is
me
a
out.
very like Trevor can't sit down and eat a meal and just like hang out.
It's hard. So I kind of yeah. And our culture is the US culture is much different, right? Like um so in a previous lifetime, in a lifetime long long ago, when I lived in Germany, my girlfriend at the time lived in Spain, although she was American, from the US, but she was studying abroad in Spain. And so I would go down and visit her, and she was staying with a host family in Spain. And we would have the longest dinners, like as the whole family ever. Like it would start at like 8 and it would go to like 10:30. And so, but that was just like part of what they did. Like dinner was this thing that like just dragged on. Like it was, but it didn't feel like it was dragging on though, because it was like, all right, you have some wine and you have a nice dinner, and then you have like these like shots after dinner, not like shots to like get drunk shots, but like shots that help with digestion. I don't know if they're called, I don't know what they're called, but it's a type of alcohol that helps with digestion. Uh, but it was like a process, right? Dinner was like a process instead of like, oh, let's try and get stuff in quick so we can get to soccer and basketball and every other activity in the world that we have kids in. Um, and so yeah, we live in a different time, but like we were meant, right, to slow down and eat because they're competing processes, right? And so if we're all jazzed up, right, our fight or flight system, cortisol's pumping, like our digestive system is sleeping. Like we're not putting a lot of energy there, right? And so if I'm trying to eat and I'm all jazzed up, the likelihood of my digestive system doing it well is probably pretty low, right?
So
Versus
my best
go.
advice to people, since we said like adding things in, don't try to do this for all 3 meals if you're doing it for 0 meals right now. Like
Right.
don't try and go all in right away. I would try and pick one meal that you could commit to doing this with. Um, and I think for a lot of people, family dinner works really well if you can sit down and find a time. Otherwise, actually taking a break at lunchtime, leaving
Mm-hmm.
your desk and eating a meal in a different space. Um, I think is a huge like 'cause, like you need like you will be a better employee when you take a break for lunch. Like you'll be more productive. You will thank yourself for not staring at your computer screen and eating while you work. I swear in those 30 minutes that you take for lunch, the building will not burn down. Like,
That's why you have insurance.
I mean, it will be okay. Like, I think we get so focused, like, I can't take a break. And like, we're just so overwhelmed where if we went, we ate and we came back, we would be able to refocus and like get some of that angst out. So that is,
Uh, I I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. And I'm as guilty as everyone else of trying to like go, 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 go. And so we talked about this in previous episodes. A simple little trick, if you need it, is like 5 deep breaths. So like 5 really good deep breaths, because we know that even just that little bit can shift us into a parasympathetic state. It doesn't take to have a 3 hour dinner. Like it just takes you to like chill out for a little bit.
and then
So
and then time your meal. And if you eat in 5 minutes, then make your goal next time to eat in seven, and then make it 10, and then like build up to that. Like it doesn't need to be everything all at once. It's just slightly making small improvements day after day. Like,
Right.
okay, so I did yesterday in 7 minutes. Today I'm gonna, even if it's 8 minutes the next day, like you're making
Right.
steps in the right. But if you notice that you're having stomach issues like heartburn or indigestion and all of those kind of things when you eat meals, you need to chill out. It's my friendly nutritional therapist advice for you.